We have young graduates coming from the finest universities in the world. They come and sit down under us preachers, and they are irritated by the ignorance that we communicate week after week. Many things we blame on demons is a product of lack of knowledge. And while there is a place for deliverance and prayer, sometimes you notice that once there are people who sit in church, and while they are watching the preacher thinks they are being impressed by him. They are just looking at the level of ignorance. It's almost a cause for people to be successful, because the church becomes a place that threatens their lives, threatens their businesses. Now, please don't find this as an offense. This is just my perspective. I do not believe, and you can prove me, I do not believe that a church that consistently meets every day, every single day, there is service every single, maybe during a special program, yes, but every day, service on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm sorry to say, take this as my opinion. I don't believe such a church will be truly apostolic. You cannot become great that way. If you are having a season where you are raising and training young men, that's fine. They need to focus on consecrations and the rest, because parents are paying their school fees. But where you have a married woman, a married man, they have no time for their children, they have no time for their wives, they are failing on their jobs. They are having a back-to-back vigil every day, not a special program. The man goes to work by 8 and he's sleeping. God see the church. And the CEO dismisses him. You call it a witchcraft attack. What is wrong with us? A young man gets up and says, as proof of God's favor upon my life, I've listened to a message called This Grace God Favor. I will never apply for a job, and yet you will see the result will come. And many are arrogantly being punished by the inconsistencies that have come from the pulpit. Can I tell you the truth? As ministers of the gospel, we owe God an apology. We owe God an apology for some of the things that we have communicated. I'm not saying this to downplay the church. Do not by any means look down on any man of God or any ministry. We are doing the best we know and hoping that God will help us. That's why I said it is a God-ordained disruption. It is a God-ordained realignment. Can I tell you the truth? There are many things that have happened in the church in the last 3 to 4 years. Some of it looks demonic. It is not demonic. There is the hand of God in it. It began to shake people's mentality. It began to give people a reason to think. Because did you know, we got to a point where, with all due respect, members have become like zombies. They don't listen again. No matter how stupid a thing is, once it comes from the pulpit, what you hear in response to it is amen.